Hello, everyone. Hold on. Let me get some stuff situated. I'll explain what's going on. 1 second. Having some temporary issues. Let me get this set up. There we go. Got the virtual camera set up. So that's going to be a terrible. Okay, I'm going to alter that as well. 1 second. We're going to just take that back to normal. There we go. No expressions. I need to adjust some stuff before I can actually use that. But, so, how's everyone doing? Enjoying your weekend? Hope you're taking care of yourself. This is Triskai here, coming out to do some games. Today we're just going to do a little bit of Genshin. You know, kind of take care of it. Have some fun, relax a little bit. Hope you're all taking care this weekend, you know? It's always good to get a nice, refreshing weekend started. I don't know. For me, sometimes I just enjoy chilling out at home, you know? Not doing anything, relaxing. Just watching some anime. It's not even watching. I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen. That's always a fun one. The animation on that went really hard, actually. They ended up trying to do a lot for it, which you could tell with all the protests and stuff that's starting to happen because of it. It went a little bit too hard, actually. But even with that in mind, they definitely put their heart and soul into animating it. Some of the instant things are kind of like very subtle, but very detailed. It's amazing what people will put their time into. Like I started playing Baldur's Gate, right? And of course I did it on stream, but I also have been messing around with it and modding it so that way I can see what it's like. And I downloaded the Magus class. That thing is actually so much fun. Like the abilities that you get as a Magus, you get to like do the blade wielding and magic, and I don't know, that's kind of definitely must have gameplay. I'm surprised they don't have a class that's more suited to that. I guess the closest being like Paladin, you know, getting the smites in, going through doing it that way. But it. So, do I have the drift setback? Hold on, let me see something. Okay, cool. I do have drift still on. I like keeping it to drift because I do occasionally like move around a bit, and having it just auto reset is quite nice. So, for today, we're going to play a little bit of Genshin. If you're watching this, just remember, please feel free to like, subscribe, leave comments, you know. Give me some pointers. Give anything you want to see, anything you need. Just give me a shout out. Like, I'll see what I can do. If you can suggest a game or suggest something you want to see, leave a message for that. I'll definitely check into it, you know? So let's pull up the game. Let me make sure that it's actually going to be loaded properly. Should be fine. Checking for updates. Game file. I'll switch over to the actual screen in a second, but I'm gonna let it all load in the background. Here we go. Get this one. Let that one go. Should be working now. Capture any full screen application. Let's see why I don't just leave that. because that was the same application I was using for Baldur's Gate too. Should be able to just set that up that way. But I'm gonna start updating my channel a little bit more, adding some extra information. I added a little bit of a description, just because, you know, I do stream daily, 5 days a week. I'm doing Sunday to Thursday? Yeah, Sunday to Thursday for you guys in America, because of course I'm doing Monday to Friday here in Korea. And I generally do it in the morning. Oh god, I went to look at a watch that I don't have on right now. But I generally do it in the morning. So for you guys, I'm doing it at night, actually. Oh, there's only 12 days left on the Welkins. That went by really fast, actually. Yesterday I did a little bit of grinding for some basic stuff. So I got Jingling up, Noah's good, and I was starting to look up Chongyun's. I was starting to get some of the seeds for him. The Hoarfrost course. Because I need to start leveling everyone into that 70 mark, and then we can start grinding out those. I was even thinking, luckily, once you get to 90, you can start kind of setting everyone else up. Like, it's just that initial trek to get everyone initially set up. Where is the cryo? So we're going to start by actually doing a little bit of cryo grinding, I think. So I need to at least do, because are they still doing the... No. Okay, so they're no longer doing that one, unfortunately. I did make sure to grab the books, do the 3 blessing for the double. So I didn't just waste it, but yeah. Let's go. Drop it. Let's go. But I need to make sure that I'm upgrading the weapons, because I know the weapons are starting to get a little bit below what they need to be, actually. Where, you know, I'm still not even doing 1k damage yet. And you see some of these people, they do like... Jesus. Let's get some health back. And we can get some health back this way, and I'm gonna pick this up real quick. So I do like Thingling's like extra power up of just extra damage, essentially. It's also a nice little reminder of, hey, toss this out. Because essentially you just need to make sure that you're remembering to keep up. Oh, well. But as you can see, like, Tingling's damage is like next to nothing at the moment still. This off. and this should be enough to take him out. So I just want to grab one quick seed, and then after that I think we'll go back into actual quest, because I don't think I want to keep you guys just doing whatever. Like, I don't want you seeing all the grindy bullshit, you know? It gets a little tiring very quickly, actually. Just watching a person fighting all the time, you know? But I just wanted to show that, as you can see, I need to do a bit of leveling off screen, which is just going to get worse and worse if I don't keep up with it, actually. There we go. Get him. Cool. So we got 2 seeds, we got an exile feather. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to like normal fights, it's not as bad, but when it comes to actual boss fights, it can get a little rough, actually. And you can even see with the polearm and stuff, like, I'm still using, this hasn't even ascended to that one, which I really just need to go get some Fatui mages. Honestly, is not that difficult. What's she using? Yeah, like, everyone's still only on 2-star for the weapon, except for Noelle. But I need to keep them up to the 4-star, at least. So we'll have to do a little bit of grinding for this. But I'll do that in my own spare time. For now, let us go. Let's finish up the... Which one was it? I don't want to... Go over here. Teapot to call home. Let's finish up the teapot quest. Where are we going? Okay, over to this way. Over to Liwet. Hello there, Snuff. How you guys doing? Don't forget to leave that like. Yep. Thank you. Leeway. Okay. Let's drop the music, since we'll probably be talking to people and stuff like that. So. What did I just do? Okay, don't worry about it. Ignore it. Let's go here. Open the mixer. How about this way? How's that sounding? No, not loud enough, actually. Yeah. Cool. How about to here? And this should be loud enough now.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Okay. That should be fine now. Hi, Cross.
Hello, Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Ms. Zhi before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Ms. Zhi in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
No ambiguity,
Guaranteed
sir.
genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhi lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
That is so many quests in the area, Jesus Christ. Inside? You look a traveling merchant. Forces is true. And nothing has ever had grasp my heart or stomach like Louis cuisine. Did you book this whole place for yourself? That's right, yours truly trekked a long and arduous journey from Fontaine. Huh. I've only arrived in Louis, so I can so seeing as I've still no friends or companions, I can only book the place for myself. I'm gonna turn that off. Although my original intent was to do business here, I've already decided otherwise. Now, I only wish to devote each day to eating Louis delicacies. Louis. I still hate the name. I no longer aspire to earning money. What? I'll bet I may only be able to afford eating like this a few more days. God, you're weird. I was getting a bit of audio jammer because I'm listening to myself through the stream to make sure everything's okay. And yeah, that always ends up creating that nice little audio feedback whenever you're doing stuff. You're up there, which means how do I get there? I know one way to get there. There we go. Found you. What happened?
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Yep, you lost it.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
We're here to come collect
How do you
them.
do, Mr. Chow? We
Hairpin.
understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins. I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Well, you're poor.
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why did you need them in the first
My family
place?
is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, well, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Maybe because this is the part where we say we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see. That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao so true. Though surely there must be a win-win solution. Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Yeah, you're bankrupt.
Juqiao looks like she's about to faint. However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins. Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the Jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins. Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there? Seems right.
Please. Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item, and I should pay compensation per the contract.
Yeah, it's a huge sum of money, though.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue, and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
Is
No, it's
something the
nothing.
matter?
I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
I mean, it's a divine thing. They say that people can't normally touch it, didn't they? Let's go talk to Crossel.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With
Crossel
Miss
German?
Juqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus Jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood.
Good luck.
I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Like, yeah, I mean, they
Please
did
wait,
mention
Mr.
that it's
Chow.
hard
I
for
have something
normal
to discuss
people
with
to
you.
touch, didn't they?
It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Sit. Okay. I think I'm supposed to sit. Stop it. Actually, hold on. Let me grab my movement team. I also need to level my movement team. Because they're also way too low now. But since we're just in the city, it should be fine.
Step on up!
Yeah. Why does everyone do business here?
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No.
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all. What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
No.
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some
Damn.
deductions.
That did
I
get
don't know
me.
if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground.
Bitch just
and
really said
contains
what you
very
do is
concentrated
pointless.
elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in
Yeah.
fact.
And that's weird.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossell's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession. If that's the case, we should go confront
Which
him
means
right
he
now
probably
and
doesn't
expose
know
his
how
dirty
to
scheme
process
right
it
to his
because
face.
it will essentially
Absolutely not. If
kill
we
or
were to
injure
confront him
whoever
now,
he gives it
there's
to.
no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under
Why
every
does
stone in
Yonfei
Liyue,
look so dead?
hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually
Ah,
still
the life
exist
of a
somewhere
lawyer.
in this world.
A very
So
vivid description.
that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
She's done this several times. Don't worry about that.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract? Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep
If I
track.
had one more for every time I heard the word contract.
Feels like Yunfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know. These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss
God, I
Yunfei.
hate this city.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too.
I do not like the
Okay.
contracts.
Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Sign here,
And
sign here,
I'll also
sign
need
here.
your signatures on pages
Yep,
5,
same.
7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Jesus Christ.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Paimon, shut
Alright,
up.
that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have
My
a look
God.
through and let me know
I
if you
hate
have any questions.
contracts.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Need me to do anything?
For now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei,
I think I did something
have
like
to
this
ask.
before.
why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on
That is
this.
all
Let's go
politics
to-
ever.
Where can we find someone who processes ore? Ha! I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Yeah, I'm like, this man. He was a nice guy.
Over here!
Hi, Chateau.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome
Just get the
to...
image
Oh,
of stabbing
it's
through
you,
Chateau.
Miss
Hello.
Yunfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and
We all
no
know
one
it's
can ever
rigged.
win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnayan merchant named Krosel, you say?
Yeah. Okay, so Cesnaya is
I
Germany.
do remember that.
Cool.
He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them.
Mm-hmm.
He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Okay.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in
By
fact.
loose shavings, you mean
Thank you, sir.
entire
We'll
bricks
take a
of
look
it?
at them.
That is not loose shavings.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh? If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever. Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
Nope.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
Why couldn't
These two
tell
stones
them
actually
apart?
look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Hey, Chateau. Ditto.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit.
Yep.
This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Wow,
Yes,
that was
I
very
see,
legalese.
I see.
So if you notice, she specifically
Forgive me
stated
for
or,
asking
in order
again,
that way
Miss
she would have no
Yanfei,
legal
but
consequence.
Might I
Should
know
she
the
be wrong?
nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me. With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did. On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry.
Yeah, because right now
Nope.
there's multiple
Got
things.
it.
For example, she
Safety.
states an
She
outer
often
layer.
helps people to find
Maybe
a
they were
jewelsmith.
shaving it down
Let's
in
go
order
pay
to get
her a
it.
visit. Well, that was
Or
quick. How come you know so many people?
there's a
Because
legal
lots of
registry of
people come
everyone
to
in
me
the
for
building.
legal advice every
I
day.
mean, in the complex.
As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us.
Contracts need
But
lawyers
the
to break
amendments
them.
made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed. So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish? Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
So I have a family member who actually works in a
You
law
sound
firm
surprised.
just as
Knowing
like
the
an
law
assistant.
inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
And is this how the Adepti become so adept at
Oh,
everything?
this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading
Yeah,
things.
and of course, I would occasionally go and help
Again with
them
that
kind of
casual
organize
tone.
things and move
Well,
case
that's
files.
nothing.
And
Let's
I
go
would
look for
occasionally
Susie.
just look through the files and read some of the documents, you know, of the finished cases. It was kind of fascinating how many, like, ways lawyers will try to screw you.
Step on up.
That is essentially their entire job. Hello, Ming.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's
Oh,
you.
Xing. Sorry.
Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell
Everyone is
asked you to
completely
put him in
shook by
contact
Yang
with a
Fei.
jewelsmith
They just
recently?
freak out anytime they see her, huh?
yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yes, he came to me
Snezhnayans?
with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Okay.
Doesn't
Cool.
seem like there's any evidence to be found here. Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yep.
Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me
Make
borrow
me
this
a little
document?
bit smaller so that way you
Sure,
can
it
actually
isn't serving much
see
purpose
all of
here
the text
anyway.
properly, too.
I take it then that there's been
There we
some
go.
more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with
You're
it.
all being
Thanks again.
legally held responsible for this
Everyone's
as
first
accomplices.
reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble.
Nature of legal
I believe we have
consultants.
almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju. The
Oh.
weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for? Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human
Yeah.
body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
There's too many people that it's transferred through, and if no one sought any sort of aid or medicine, then something's obviously wrong. That's too many people for it to not be, someone sick. Run on by. Hello there.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And
KGG.
if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse.
Personality
Anyway,
change.
I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes,
That
correct.
is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
Please write an affidavit and sign here.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document, won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago.
That man is gonna
But
run.
after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due
Blur
course.
Client
You're
confidentiality.
too kind. Take care now.
What's up, by the way? This man is gonna get sued into oblivion.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Probably gossip.
Dr. Vaiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Let's head on now. That's not too far. We'll be fine.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
No.
Not at all.
Like sack of
According to
shit.
my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this.
Frame you.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Okay, here you go.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Oh, processing. That would be Jade Mystery.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite.
Yeah,
So
I knew he was
after
going to go
cut
for
away
that
the nephrite,
angle.
He returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well,
Even
your
still,
claim that
you would
my
have
ore
to
is fake is
prove
just as
otherwise.
unsubstantiated.
Yeah.
And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next? Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
I mean, that would most likely be the Mubu Pharmacy.
Come
would
on.
be.
I meant the backup copy of the document from the Ministry of Civil...
But
This
the backup
document proves that my
copy,
hairpins are the
the
real
backup
deal,
copy
doesn't it?
from the
This
document of
is the
civil
Ministry's
affairs
seal,
would
after all.
not really
It shows
do
that the ore
anything.
inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Yeah.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second. You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
Yeah, and this would be what
What's
you would
this?
actually need. That's why
Smaragdus Jadeite
skip
springs
the second
forth
one.
from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it.
Too many
Sustained
people-
contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
really.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item... I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
That would not
Oh, so you knew?
do anything for your
Oh,
liability.
dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No.
Yeah, like that.
The hairpins aren't actually.
That
aren't
would
actually
put you
inlaid
for
with
extreme
genuine
liability.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting. Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
No, I mean, no.
I confess,
Seems fine.
The ore I had inlaid on
I've
those
seen worse
hairpins
lawyers.
was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money
Actually,
go
there
to
would be a
waste?
way to make it
That's
into
why I
jewelry,
had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus Nephrite,
but
which is
I
almost
don't think they have the
indistinguishable from
tech to be
Smaragdus
able to do
Jadeite.
something like that.
I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
And to recoup losses.
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Easy
All
enough.
right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Yeah.
Croso looks like he could faint any second. As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still
Take
bear
him for everything.
responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
Refund me my
However,
money.
Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Correct.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever. It'll do.
I mean,
Thanks
legal
so much for your
compensation
help
for
this time,
something
Miss
of
Yanfei.
equivalent value is
When you
normally
have the time,
acceptable.
I'll
It's
be sure to visit
repossession.
and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Settlement.
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh? Exactly. Usually
guess.
when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins. The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
So we steal the hairpins and then sell them off later. I got you. I understand.
An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said.
What's that?
Lehigh Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The
Oh,
title
yeah.
of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Lehigh Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers? Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there's more than just reason involved here,
Well,
Paimon.
since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Okay. With that, I'm just literally going to teleport up and then skydive down. Drop in. Let's go. It is such a pretty place. I know I say that every time, but still. Okay. That works.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement.
What's up?
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Good work on
Rebuild
that.
the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
Which means a lot of
The
business.
rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
Damn, they're looking to rob her.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Yeah, see? They're looking to rob her.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Is there any way we can be of service?
Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project.
Of course.
Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding.
Her outfit. That's
They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite,
We get people in trouble.
Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Everyone's like, I don't got any of that shit. The hell do you expect us to do?
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber.
So that was the bomb.
Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core
I think
itself.
I get you some Adepti signatures.
Although these 3
but
items
they're
are
not
rare,
real.
I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
I feel like that voice actor is not suited.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Oh, we're getting it? Okay.
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Maybe I can find out more about my sister.
Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them
Yay,
there.
side quest.
I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary.
Okay.
Remember, this is a race.
I think I'm getting
against
sick
the
again
clock.
for crying
A
out loud.
rare opportunity presents itself to you.
I swear, I just
Do
keep
not
getting
let
sick
somebody else
nowadays.
snatch it from your grasp.
Because it keeps getting so friggin' cold.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems...
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really
What is
think
that?
might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere
Let's
a
go a
little
little
more
bit private.
and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go!
That lady will step
Why
on you.
don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
I feel like I should do something about this. Okay, fine.
They said they had some useful information.
But my house. I need my house. Where am I? Yes, we're gonna go talk to.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see
Yeah,
what
I
we
have to
can
go
find.
this anyway. Ah, flowers over here. Oops. So flowers. Please, Lilies. Okay, Adam Pink.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jade?
We were, thanks to
Good,
Yankai.
Good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Thanks,
Oh,
lawyer.
you. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts, too.
Come now, child. Are
may
you
need to
leaving
go.
or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Pansy.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
Really unique Adeptus.
Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must
Hold on one
also
second.
learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right then. Let us speak of this no more.
Oh yeah, had to blow my nose.
Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Yes, where is it?
Ooh, Paimon's so
Give it.
excited. How is it made?
How long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Madam Ping begins the construct the gift.
There we go. This Serenity pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these
That would
blueprints
bring-
with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny.
Granny, how exactly are we supposed
Rub
to use
it?
this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Huzzah, we have a house. This miraculous teapot, known as the Serenity Pot. Teapot. Please. Enter. Emerald Peaks. An island cluster suspended in midair, a typical feature of many Adepti realms, but in this world featuring nothing but clusters of islands. Okay. The Emerald Peak. Cloud-pierced mountain peak. Well, that's how it looks at least. But being inside a teapot and all, the highest mountain probably reaches no higher than a stalk of a tea leaf. And the Cool Island, an island cluster surrounded by water. One wonders how many cups of tea can be brewed from this vast ocean. Huh. I guess we'll go... And I can't use any of these. Ooh. Sublime spice book. Nature's fruit to unlock purchase from realms. Riches of the realms. Huh. I guess we'll go with the island? Sure.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too!
Cute.
Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Coaching a burrow to live in for now? Get chiseled, Paimon.
Can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
Peaceful.
Oh, wait a second, what is that?
Oh, wait. So there's 180 and 104 of whatever it is. Can I get stuff? Are the trees real? How much of this is real? I guess we'll start over here. Okay. I guess I have to build it? Let's go to the house, I guess. Let's see, what is... Okay, can't do anything with that yet. Obtain 30 pieces of wood, we've done that. Obtain 3 types of wood throughout cutting trees. Learn 3 furnishings. Done. Huh. Neat. Okay, let's go in. I mean, it's a nice place. Oh. Hello, you.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
This is Tubby.
Ah, it's Tubby! From a distance, Paimon thought it was just a huge finch. So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You know, back when we met in the Mondstadt Tavern, I had a feeling that we would meet again. It seems I was right, but it's still a nice surprise to meet you here. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way, you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
So, what's a
Though
teapot spirit
it is the
exactly?
Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance.
To the banal matter. Mm-hmm.
Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
Nice materialization.
Wow. Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past.
Mm-hmm.
He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits.
Like, it
This world
could,
is
but it
not
couldn't.
a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
Yeah.
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since. Well,
Oh, very
let's not
strange.
dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Look for Tubby in the Serenity Teapot. After using and summoning Serenity Teapot, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can use it and summon a pot while they are within the confines, interacting with Serenity.
Isn't there
Shut up,
anything else
Faruna.
more interesting to do?
Interacting with the Serenity Pod in the state will allow the traveler to leave it. Travelers can directly open the map interface and fast travel to any teapot waypoints and to immediately leave the Serenity Teapot. Talk to the Teapot Spirit to learn about managing all manners of teapots. You can create all kinds of items inside the teapot from creation section. Materials used to create items can be gathered all over the world. Obtaining furniture and use the place function to put it in position. Place furnishing to increase your adeptal energy rank of the Serenity Teapot. As your adeptal energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate faster. Spending realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Once in a while, a traveling teapot salesman will visit your abode. There's a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. You acquired the blueprint for a furnishing set. You can place furnishing by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings by when batch placing them. Cool. F7. The creation of content that discriminates against race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, or ethnicity in government or region. How do you... What? Okay, if someone is creating this, I think they did something with their placements or their abilities to be able to do this. Bullying or insulting of travelers or any group of travelers. Okay. How do you make something racist out of this? Like, are you just like drawing the N-word with stuff? Any buildings? Okay, there's pen. There's just site. Take foods. No. So, is this, I guess? I kind of want it like... maybe like this? No, let's come out a little bit. Right to there. I think that's it. Snap to grid, maybe? Reset camera angle? How do I change the camera angle? Okay. Aha. Okay. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Take this. Oh, that's why. Okay, if that's good, that'll be fine. What? Darn it. Okay, so there's that. That. Click that. Right. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Landforms can add some trees. Fine there. It's over here, I guess. No, I don't like that. Like right here. Yep, that'll work. Put this one here. Let's just toss these because I need the power, but we'll do like this actually. User. And last one. Cool. You can go there. That's fine where it is. Door furnishings, I don't have anything there. Cool. What happened to my... Okay. It changes. Cool. Hey, Tubby. What's up? I wish you to come here so I could give you a little gift. I do not know if I told you before, but these abodes are private spaces created by the Adepti. Most Adepti will use certain methods to seal their abode away from the rest of the world. Afterwards, Adepti would create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite to their abode. Oh. Realm dispatch bears the signatures of the abode adeptal energy and that of the adeptus themselves, such as anyone who has this dispatch can enter or exit the abode freely. Before this abode was in an incomplete embryonic state. Those whom you invited into it would have only been able to exit and enter together with you, rather than remain for a long period. But now, we'll take the realm dispatch that I've created for you and hold it in your hand. Okay. What should I do next? Don't worry. You need to only hold this dispatch and it will draw some of your energy out to it. Yes, I heard Ping mention that you have made friends in many places. As such, I suspect that we were to distribute one dispatch to each of one of them, we would be making dispatch for a long time. Okay. Well, sort of. But why did you have to put it so weirdly? Well, here's a realm dispatch. Go forth and invite those to whoever you wish. Okay. What does this do? First, let's use that. The Court of Justice Green version? Okay. Cool. Okay, this one. No, this one. Guys, please, after acquiring the setting, you can invite some companions to reside in your city. Okay. Cool.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Gotcha. Uniforms. What did I get? Oh. I guess. Where is the entrance? The entrance is over here, right? Yeah. So what we'll do is sprint this over this way. We'll set it up like right over here, I guess. What? Convenience. I like how you just place them somewhere. Okay. For now, we'll just do this. Save. Hello.
Oh, when did you arrive?
I mean, it's my house.
I was completely lost in thought.
How do you like it here?
Aw, you're concerned for my well-being. Well, aren't you just the sweetest? You really know how to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry. I love it here.
Is there any part you would want to renovate? How do you assist it?
Not at all. I think what makes this place so special is the fact that it was built. If I were to start nitpicking, it would only ruin your creativity. I certainly wouldn't want that to happen.
Oh, isn't that so nice? Building buildings. What is the thing? Building outdoor furnishings? Outdoor sets. Okay. Let us go over here. Forge. Oh, I can forge my own stuff now. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I got some more things. What did I get? Okay. Cool. I learned how to build some stuff. So let me see. How do I actually make things? Create? Huh. Okay. Discard changes because I didn't change anything. Let's, I guess, go inside. Hold on. Let me talk to Tubby one more time.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've material...
Okay. So that's how I switch realm style. How I create. So trust rank. Okay, rank bonus. Montreal wants to build it. Cool. So what do I need? So max realm currency 600, rank bounty stored increased to 100. Max furnishing 2. Max companions can now house 2 people. Huh. Oh, so that's how you build like good friendship. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to... What is Realm Depot? What does this do? Furnishings? Oh, lead. That seals some adult energy within will immediately complete a furnishing when used. Oh, that's cool. Furnishing blueprints. Oh, this is how I get new blueprints. Oh, that's cool. You can go for like the straw look. Some weapon racks, crates. Very nice. This is when we start getting into more expensive stuff. And this will allow you to plant stuff. Cool. And there's your seeds. Ah. I definitely need to get some of those. That's cool, actually. Okay. Realm treasures? No, I can't do it. Hmm. 100 realm treasures. 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 100 realm Okay, I get you. Let's go create. What does this do? Complex metal model, which is scaled down to model of a certain a supply device. It's akin to its original. Okay. So it's just like decoration. Oh. Hold on. Goodbye.
If you ever have it.
Okay. Let's go back in. Let's use this. Go toss the tubby.
Maybe you are not used to the play.
Go create. Sure, let's create one. What's this? Oh, so I can actually convert the stuff. Why would I do that? Like, why would you convert this into one of those? That seems crazy. Fabrics, so you can make dyes. Sure, let's make a calligraphy table. And I don't know what has been this there. So how long does this take? So it takes 14 hours to make one of these. Okay, that's why they give you the free one. Sure, let's use one. Let's see what this is look like. Okay. Goodbye.
If you ever have any.
Let's go up. Let's place. Up the grid, please. Let's just toss this to the side right now. Save changes. Where did I put it? Put it somewhere over here. Oh, no, I put it in the back. Okay, cool. Let's actually do nothing. This literally does nothing. Okay, so it's just like design. I gotcha. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Cool. I got an idea. I'll make like a little market or something.
Maybe you are not used.
Create furnishing. So how do I create? Yeah. So what do I need? I need fabric for this. I need like 6 fabric. I have to learn how to make fabric. Okay. How do I make fabric? Okay. So then I need silk flour for that. Sure. Okay. And now let's go back over here. Oh, now I can start making these. What does the cord do? Aha. I guess we'll do the fruit stand. Just do this, it'll just speed up, right? Cool. Let's go here. We can... Boop. Pretty sure I'm going to need one of these. Pretty sure I'm going to need to learn that. What am I assuming first? So I need 3 red dots. Sure. Now I can make one of these. How long does that actually take? 16 hours? No. So that takes red. Sure. Let's get make like a lot of these. Let's say 30? Sure. Same thing, do like another 30. Do another 30. Also, how do you get blue out of mint? I know we represent mint as blue normally, but that's not how that works. Yes, we will make one of these. And it's like one of these. Getting up. What? I mean, they gave me this. I might as well use them, right? One of these. One of these. Sure. I guess I'll make one of those. Which was it? 13 hours? 13 hours? Sure. Yeah. Sure, we'll make one of these. Okay. Sure. Quest rank. Rank bonus. What's this? Ooh. Claim. Creation. Learned. I need for that. Need. Which one is this? Pinewood. So if I go here and I go to Pinewood, I go convert. Or yes. Now I can go here. I can go crate. And let's just get it. Okay. Bye.
If you ever have any...
Pardon. Cool. Plain. 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 Okay, let's go inside. We haven't actually entered into the mansion yet. Isn't this just Deluxe? it definitely requires some modifications. I got well. So I remember watching a video in which someone entirely broke their system by placing so many foldable things inside that they can no longer get it. And since their inventory is full, they will never be able to get it. And Genshin's response to this was essentially, sucks to be you. Which is always nice. I mean, it did kind of intentionally try to break it, and yeah. As I said, technically just sucks for you. Let's do snapped grid. Let's continue this way. I don't know why, but I feel like it needs to go here for now. Yeah, I guess this way. I guess maybe we'll start here. I don't know. Where? Over? Bit like there. Aha, so that's how you change the style of door. Who do we want inside? Sure, let's have Cat Girl. Have her chilling out inside. Where did I actually put her? Okay, yeah, I put her in here. Hi.
The weather's great today. Although, now I think about it, the weather here is the same every day.
I mean, yeah. Do you like it here?
Oh, is this like a user feedback form? Time to get serious then. First, 5 stars for the environment. The view here is beyond breathtaking. I'm talking a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. And on top of that, there's definitely some kind of yokai power here that I can't put my finger on just yet. Second, 5 stars for comfort. I've been getting some great night's sleep in my box. There's been no noise, no bright lights, no nothing. I couldn't have asked for anything more.
It's almost like I'm going completely insane.
Another 5 stars for service. There's really nothing for me to nitpick in this category. You deserve all the praise. I'm the one that should be thanking you.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Did I miss one? Oh, wait, I get it. This is the open-ended question where I can mention anything that hasn't already been covered.
Yes.
Oh, right. Let me think. I've taken quite an interest in that huge emerald finch. She looks chubby and fluffy and seems to be going through life without a care in the world.
You are not allowed to eat her.
Of course not. I would never do that. A little curiosity never hurt anyone, right? I just want to know where she comes from, what she does or thinks about. Who knows? We may just end up becoming friends. If you get a chance, please introduce me to her.
Sure. You stay inside. Let's see. And clean. Wine o'clock. Uh-huh. It's a gathering table. Cool. Inside first. Okay. Cool. That's a lot of stuff that they just give you. Okay, we've already cut the wood. We've already cut the trees. We've already reached cozy.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
We've constructed
Who knew
10.
the people would adore
Place
me
10
so
rocks.
much?
Place 1 furnishing set. And we need to keep going for the stuff. Okay. Let's go here. Use. 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 Cool. Clean. Very nice. We can leave the mansion, and we can start, like, building and placing other things, too. I like it. It's a nice little place.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the...
Furnishing? What do we need? So we got these. What was the set thing that they gave me? House, toy stand, umbrella, 2-tier, whatever. Okay. Goodbye.
If you ever have any questions...
What is this thing? Ooh. Aha, so this is how I would make like my market. So front is there. Yeah, I think we'll start making like this back here. And snap to grid. This, I'm gonna keep grid opens. Cool. Let's bring this over here, I guess. Guess we'll set it like that. And add this there. Cool. Cool. Oops, we can add some rocks and stuff to it. I need one more rock, really. I feel like this actually belongs over here for some reason. Cool. Kind of create like a border, I guess. What? Put this over here. We Add some more trees and stuff. Cool. Some bushes. Those can go around the house. I like this actually. There we go. Nice little bush around the side. I want this to be like here, maybe? Animal? Oh, we can get a cat. Let's have the cat. Where is the cat? The cat is going to chill out over here. By the front door. Outdoor sets? Don't miss them. Oh. So this will give you like a stand and set. But I need all the pieces to create the set. Okay, so I need umbrella shop, the toy stand, and the top tier. Okay.
Maybe you're not used to the...
So let's go talk to you. Create. So for that, I need these, which means I need bamboo segment. I need this one. What do I need? Pine wood. I think I can just make some pine wood, right? Pine wood. We'll go hunting for pine wood, actually. I don't want to convert that much material. What do we got? Aha, so I can make these to just instantly do stuff. Or I can build some stuff like that. But I need one more rock, actually. So let's grab this. Yeah. Goodbye.
If you ever have any questions...
I don't know, something about this is very nice. I always like the building aspects of games. They can be so peaceful. And something about building your own area is always very nice. Let's see. Let's put this like here. There we go. Hit hinges. Cool. That's good. So what do we need? We need place one furnishing set, so we have to build that and then construct the furniture. Cool.
Maybe you're not used to the...
Some rank. Rank bonus. Cool. Special realm currency. Cool. And so realm currency accumulate 12 per hour. Realm bounty accumulation 3 per hour. Huh. Cool. I know I keep saying that, but yeah.
If you ever have any questions about the...
But you?
Maybe you're not...
Lowest rank, come to pro, pay for multiple. Yeah. And then switch realm style. So you need to increase your rank and then you'll get access to the other ones.
If you ever have it.
What was in here though? Oh, lore details maybe? No. I honestly forgot where it was. How did I forget that fast? Next. Okay. I don't know. I will double check. But yeah. So, that will be everything for today. Let's just gather up
Isn't there
anything that we got from here. I guess. Cool. So, that will be it for today. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll try to do a little bit more stuff, try to get some more primos, things like that. But we've unlocked our housing.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to
Yes. So, thank you for coming to stream today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. You know, make sure if you watch to the end, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And enjoy your night. Get some good sleep if you're watching at night. And if you're just starting your day, have a good day. Take care, everyone. Peace out.